Welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. I'm Dan. I'm about to play some Standard Pauper, and it's not with the Brew of the Month. It is with this deck. It's an adaptation of Deluxe Corp's Grey Ghost deck made by Bava for... what the hell do I have different swamps in my... That is unforgivable. I didn't know I had them in my collection. Need to get rid of it. But now I can't trade it because it's in the deck, of course. Okay. Return one. There's nothing else here with different versions. No. Okay, don't play cards of different versions, because that will give your opponent extra information. Okay, how did I manage to submit a deck that didn't have 60 cards? Just got my fourth of these. Bulking sold Kingpin's Pet and Tight Drinker for 1/4 of a cent. If you want your commons, buy them from Bulking. It's a bot that sells 400 commons for 1 cent. That's pretty cheap. My trading account is coming to steal the swamp, so I don't put it in decks. It's the biggest trade ever. Alright, the swamp is now not here, which is good. Okay. As regularly with Standard Pauper, we try to set up a game in... And actually I was supposed to play... I wanted to play Bava's Bant hexproof deck, because it was quite different from the hexproof decks I played. And the hexproof video... The first hexproof deck I did, just threw together some random deck. It is the most popular Standard Pauper video on the channel. So I would love to do a third hexproof video. I asked Bava for the list, and then I managed to lose it. I can't find it anyway. But I will try to play his hexproof deck before this rotates. Ha! I found the hexproof list. Now I'm gonna try to make this playable. While I wait here. So, what I do on the MagicGatheringStrat, I have 28 of each land. I have M10 basic lands, so I don't fall into the trap. So on this play account, I have only one type of every basic land to avoid that trap. I need 5 forests. I don't have Death Cult Rogue and 4. Okay, so I'm playing 4 color. It wasn't Bant, it was 4 color hexproof. Way of the Thief. That looks... It was too bad for limited. I never played it in M13 limited because it just sucked so bad. And I doubt it's playable in hexproof. But we'll see. And here I have different versions of Ray of Revelation. And I should just get 4 of the Dark Ascension one. I always try to keep the cheapest card in my play account, so I can trade away everything else. But here I got Saxophone playing with me, so now it's time to forget about the hexproof deck and try to play Extort as well as I can. Standard Pauper players, really friendly, really good reason to play Standard Pauper. Syndic and then nothing. I'm mulliganing this hand and I'm keeping this hand. Dysentomb, also a card that seldom made the cut in limited. And I think standard pauper decks generally are a lot more powerful than limited decks. So it makes me suspicious when there are cards that don't make the cut in limited that make the cut in standard pauper decks. Syndic. And the journey begins. Death approach with no mechanisms to put creature cards in the opponent's graveyard. Well, he's Bant anyway, so far. Tended Knight. Well, at least you can play the Death approach now and reap the benefits later. But I think I should just deploy more Extort guys. And then I can start fiddling around with stuff. Now even Cremate doesn't have a target. But main the Cremate, I like that. Pretty nice. So did this mean I can extort? No, it doesn't. I can still extort. Right. So do I now block the soldier? Probably not. 2 green open mana means combat tricks are available. And he doesn't want to hide them. We need to put a creature card. Oh, now Cremate actually will be pretty useful. So Cremate that. We do Extort. Do we attack? Probably not. I think we should block the Arrester here if we are allowed, so that there is a card in his graveyard and Death Approach actually does anything. Uh-oh. So much violence coming my way here. And he allows for the block. Oof. But at least... No, I didn't enable anything. I bring it back. Extorting. Then I'm playing it. And now I have to kill something with Tragic Slip because it's just too much dangerous stuff going on here. Did he gain life somehow? Or is this... Didn't I extort him before? Oh, Swift Justice. So I'm blocking with the Syndic and Tragic Slipping something. I will be at 3. Or not. Oh, I blocked the soul mage, of course, so then I can kill both of them with Tragic Slip. Oh, wait a minute, he's bonded to the soldier token. That means I probably still kill the arrestor. And if he has a giant growth, it's just over. Whoa. Oh, he wasn't blocking anyway. Oh, maybe he was. But now this isn't working at all. And I have to kill the arrestor anyway. When I'm just overrun by this Bant deck. What are we waiting for? Maybe it's gonna Ghostly Flicker, yeah. No. Am I dead here? I'm not, right? Did I put anything in his graveyard? No. So I'm just triggering the Extorts. But I do live, right? So I like to call his deck Bant Flicker without the gate. As I haven't seen any gatekeepers yet. Okay, Attender Knight flickered off his counter. But we need to block. We need to block like that, right? To live. So everybody dies. There's still not a single creature in his graveyard. Okay, so he is playing Bant Flicker. Not Bant Flipper or something like that. We are probably then in need of what? Altar's Reap is probably then anti something. Do we want Devour Fleshes? Do we want Grey Purges? I could use Devour Flesh. Why don't we use Pacifist? Oh, we don't use white at all, pretty much. Okay. So we are interested in cremating stuff, that's true, but we are not very interested in death approaches. So we're just taking them out then. For a more reliable removal. I think I would put Devour Flesh in the main deck here. And just get rid of death approaches and replace them with something that kill the opponent's graveyard. Of course we have the main deck cremates here, maybe that's all we need. I love the way this sideboard follows the 4-4-3 Deluxe Core rule for cards that don't draw, for decks that don't draw cards. Use a 4-4-3 sideboard, because then you will make sure that you actually see your sideboard cards. I don't suspect anyone here runs a Bant mid-range deck without having Ghostly Flickers in it, as Ghostly Flicker is probably the best card in all of Standard Pauper. Again! I think there might be too much white mana. We have the Kingpins, we have the Tithe Drinkers, there are 12 cards, so... And I think that's different from the Flickergate. Not mulliganing this. Tithe Drinker looks good. Playing the Guildgate. Of course, it's hard to flood in the Extort deck. Oh, Sign in Blood and Extort. That's just sweet. That's just necro-feeling. That's gonna be fantastic. Or if he plays a creature, I'm gonna... Oh, maybe... what will I do? Wandering Wolf. I want to Sign in Blood and Extort. That's what I do. Sign in Blood and Extort of it. That feels unfair. Did I see any Elvish Visionaries? Of course an Elvish Visionary will suck now, as he will suck up the Devour Flesh. Well, I should now probably play... No, I'll play the Devour Flesh. Play the Screecher. Don't Extort. So I can double Extort us next. But I will want to cast the Kingfin's best next time. Maybe I'll just devour flesh him too. Without extorting. And make the 4 life swing. Hard to maximize the use of the mana. Now I maximize the use of the mana this turn, but next turn it won't be maximized. No blow for him. Two, 3 dude. So easy to be empty here. Do I have to? Yeah, I think I have to. Extort here. Instead of trying to play the Basilica's creature. Ooh, Mr. Force Mage. That is going to hurt, but as long as you don't gain life, I'm happy. What's the real optimal play here? What if I play this creature, double extort, and swing? That's probably what we are going to do. Yes. This creature might even block here if he can kill something, but of course he cannot. No, I have to save the extort to next turn. The Disentomb to next turn. I'm getting a triple extort out of it, but that's impossible because I won't have a target if I get a triple extort out of it. So maybe it's time to block, and if I block, I'll do it with a tight drink because that'll give me life. The Basilica's creature is still going to do damage in the air. If he casts like a Seraph, I'm in trouble. But he can't have all the good stuff. And if he doesn't draw one of his colors, maybe I should win when I have a fairly optimal draw, actually. He has 5 cards in his hand, but they are all blue, I'm sure of it. Saxophone is thinking hard here. And here's a Timberland guide. It's not like I ever produce any defense worthy of anything. Hey, why am I not running the wall, guys? I need a defense. And can I really afford? It's more extort, guys. Or am I running the wall, guys? Let's see. Well, now I can't block him. If he uses his cards, 1 card, 1 mana for a +1/+1 counter. That's absolutely okay with me. So now we have to take the damage. We have this uncastable card in our hand, which kind of sucks. So what we have to do is to swing, perhaps? Wouldn't I much rather have the Basilica Guard than Disentomb here? Not sure. Gotta check it. I'm ahead on the clock. So extort by Bava. No, they're not in it. I want my Basilica Guards. They are doing great in the So it's built now nobody died and I can't use the Disentomb. So I'm swinging for 5 and he's swinging for 5 too. And I'm ahead, so yeah. He has the combat tricks though. Isn't Flicker non-bow with all these +1/+1 counters? But of course you make the decision, so maybe it works. Subscriber count 463 subscribers on the YouTube channel. Uh-oh. Well, finally we got a use for the Disentomb. So that's 3, 5, that's 8. So if we draw land now we can extort 4 times. Which will be really nice. I will be really disappointed if he wins against me when I have when he doesn't have one of his colors. Of course now it's only 2 cards, but can I do 9 damage here? I need him to do less than... I'm gonna get 2 lives. And I'm gonna get 3 lives, so I will be at 10, and he only has 9. So I think... And I'll have the Kingpin's Pet to block with, so... This is what I'm doing. I'm disentombing you. Tapping white mana for it. Like that. Getting back the Kingpin's Pet. Casting it. And now I just need to block with the Kingpin's Pet, attack with the Basilica, Screecher and Extort twice. Or even just Disentomb and Extort twice. So I don't even need the attack. So the Kingpin's Pet can die, it doesn't matter. And I think we're off to a 1-1 result here. These Standard Pauper matches, they are really grindy, but they're also interesting. But compare this to my standard Gruul aggro videos. They are like 10 minutes. And the Standard Pauper ones are like 50 minutes. So it depends on what kind of magic you prefer. I try to be everywhere, all over the scale. But in my heart I am a Gruul aggro player. That's why I like the Brew of the Month from May 2013 so much. The Gruul Aggro Standard Pauper deck. Check out the channel, search the channel for Standard Pauper Gruul Aggro and you'll find plenty of videos. Uh-oh, but this is not enough anyway. And it doesn't change anything. But a Prey Upon would have. Prey Upon would have been game. Blocking. Pretty sweet. I'm at 4. And I expect him to concede now. No concession. Win, perhaps? And we do grind him to death. But he was lacking his third color for quite a few turns. Which turn is this? Turn 9. But that's what you get when you play a three-color deck with insufficient support. And three-color decks are hard to play in Standard Pauper. You generally think that Standard Pauper is so slow that three-color decks are okay, but you have to have a lot of support for them to make them work. And some of the time, when you decide to go three-color, you decide to lose some games like that. And that's just a fact of life. That's why there are no three-color decks that try to do aggressive thing in Classic Pauper, or even two-color decks. This looks sketchy, but I'm gonna keep it. I have the cremates, but will there be cards in the graveyard? Probably not. So I will be in trouble. I never timed that correctly. The cremate thing about the young wolf, but it would be fun to do it. Well, so far this looks great, but it isn't great. Unless I draw another land. In which case, it is great. And now his beatdown commences. His watch begins, and he's watching over me, hitting me hard. No power boosting creatures at all. If I get a swamp, it will be... Damn it. What do I do here? Well, if I use the Tragic Slip, I actually can then cremate and draw a card next turn. So I will Tragic Slip and Extort on top of it. Just have something to cremate next turn to try to draw into the land. Cause I have probably already lost if he gets to put any sort of pressure on me now. His inability to remove stuff though will be negative. Here's another non-bow, travel preparations and young wolf. Rester. Quite a better target for anything. I am 7 minutes ahead of him, almost 6. I think he might have a case of being a little nervous because he's on camera. And there is something. Okay, let's think about this. We can cremate, which is probably good. We can not sign in blood. We can cast the Screecher. And the Screecher can actually block things. We can cast the Kingpin's Pet. The Screecher can block and kill the young wolf, which we then cannot deal with the cremate. So we have to have cremate up for that. But the Screech can also block and kill the Azorius Arrester, which it's probably better at. We are not missing the land drop here, so I think this is the play. It is not a very powerful one, but it is my play. Where to go now? What to do? I'm getting distracted. Last time I got distracted like this, the video imploded and you haven't seen it. Oh, the distraction left the room. I'm not distracted by Saxophone right now. I see he's being really slow. But he has the right to take his time to make his decisions. That's what the clock is there for. A seal just entered the room. And a baby seal. They are cuddly, furry animals. And one of them has a French accent. This probably sounds very weird to you, but we have nothing to do while we're waiting for Saxophone to do his things. Alright, and here comes his attack. Now we have to block. The seals are getting aggressive. Okay, so he's attacking. Go away, seals. And we probably need to kill the arrester here. The Screecher doesn't do a whole lot. Or is it a Tithe Drinker? No, it is the arrester that needs to go. Wandering Wolf. That's a guy we probably should block. And now the key thing here is not miss this land drop. We mustn't miss this land drop. Yeah, travel prep. And travel prep in the graveyard too makes this an easy play. I think I have to extort. And I don't find it. So now we got Devour Flesh, but not much else. And we're fading fast. Force Mage should hit the Timberland, and it does. So then I'm taking a lot of damage. What do I do now? Well, I can't block profitably here. So I'm probably just dead. 3 lives. There's like... Is there any way to survive here? 4, 6, 9, 11. I can gain 2 life, block Timberland. I'm still taking... I can Devour Flesh. The best thing I can do is Devour Flesh at the beginning of his attack phase. And then just see what happens. If I Devour Flesh myself, I am not killing anything. I'm not really doing a lot. And this is exactly how I lose with Grey Ghost in Classic Pauper. Just you don't hit the land drops and you die. I think you probably should play more lands in Extort decks. Because you seldom flood. And of course you can play Raven's Crime like in Classic Pauper. So now I'm just dead. Or am I? Let's see. I can block the guide, kill him. So that way I take 8 minus 2, I'm dead. If I block there, I take 7, gain 2, I'm dead. It doesn't really matter. Well, I'm not impressed by Extort in Standard Pauper. I would much rather play Flickergate or Sorius Extort Control if I wanted to play a grindy mid-range deck or a grindy controlish deck like this one, and I'm very unimpressed by how this deck performed. Thank you for watching.